Hello traders. In this video, we're taking a look at the Quantina Forex News EA from MetaTrader 5. This EA sold for 490 US dollars. Is marketed as a professional news trading robot that's supposed to take all the complexity out of trading economic releases and turn it into a clean, systematic strategy. Quantina, as a brand, has been around for a while, and this is one of their flagship tools in the news trading space. On the product page, they pitch it as a serious solution for investors and even investment companies, so the expectations are definitely high here. But before we dive into the EA properly, you can download a free Forex robot for MT4 and MT5 that has lots of indicators and candlestick patterns built in by using the link in the description below. Alright, so let's start by walking through what the developer themselves claim this EA actually does. Okay, the container is described as an after news trading strategy. In simple terms, the robot waits for scheduled economic news events, watches how price reacts, and then jumps in based on the candle that forms around the release. They make a point of saying that the actual numbers in the news release, the forecast versus actual, the macro story, are not important. According to them, they only care about the price action at the time of the event, not the fundamental data. The logic is basically a new candle prints. The body of that candle has to meet some minimum size conditions, and if those conditions are satisfied, the EA takes a position. You can run it so that it trades in the direction of the news candle, or you can flip it and trade in the opposite direction. That's an option they highlight. They also emphasize that this is designed to work on multiple currency pairs, especially USD pairs, and can be configured to scan several instruments during a single news event. Alright, so another key claim from the developer is that this EE avoids the classic straddle problems. If you've traded news for any length of time, you know the old approach, placing buy stops and sell stops above and below price before the release and hoping to catch the breakout. Quantina say they don't do that. Instead, they wait for the candle, then trade after the initial spike, supposedly reducing the risk of getting slipped massively on both sides. They also talk about sophisticated risk and money management through what they call a partial grid and partial martingale system with strict limitations. The idea, as they describe it, is that the EA can scale into the move with additional trades if price pulls back, using a multiplier on the lot size, but with a cap on how many extra positions it can add. They present this as a way to recover from short-term volatility without start exposing the accounts to the usual martingale blow-up risk. Alright, so you can see basically how it's marketed on the site. Then we have some of the settings here. Let's take a look at a few of the settings. We have the break-even trigger, or the parameters rather, the break-even trigger. It will start to trail if the price reaches this distance from open price. We have the break-even lock as well. We have the trailing stop. Once the break-even trigger happened, it will start to trailing in pips. We have the trailing step. We open distance, lots multiplier, initial TP, the amount of take profit in pips, initial stop loss, spread filter, slippage. You can set the max allowed slippage to open new trade by EA, the fixed position size, operation mode, time frame, how to handle new signals while another one is running, max allowed drawdown, and the rest of that. So these are actually very handy parameters that you can tweak to fit your preferred strategy and risk appetite. So there are a lot of them, even down to trade USD news, USD news symbol, high impact news, medium impact news, having to either trade on them or sit them out. You know, there are quite a number of them. So it looks like the performance of this A will really draw majorly on how much you can tweak the parameters to fit to your personal trading strategy. So from the developers, we can see that he had such results. over the period, it looks like a test that he carried out. So over the period, he had a profit of $480 and the profit factor of 3.0. The balance showdown was quite low, just 0.61%, and the total trades taken were 333 trades. You can see how the equity curve looks as well. You can see it's sort of like a step-like fashion towards the upside. So you see it moves pretty nicely, rising all through the graph from the lower left to the upper right. But how well does this actually hold up in personal backtests? Let's move over to my own backtest and compare it to what the developer claims, so we see if it's actually in line or against it. So I was opportune to carry out a backtest using the USD pair on the 30-minute time frame for a custom period of 1 year, ranging from the 1st of April 2025 to the 1st of April 2026. And as you can see, the initial deposit was 10,000, and for that, the total net profit after the test was surprisingly 0.39, not 39%, not $390, just 0.39 on a 10K account. Gross profit was the same 0.39. Gross loss was literally zero, and the profit factor in the backtest reports just shows zero because there just weren't enough meaningful trades to even calculate it properly. And if you see, we can see that over here, we have just one trade here. So you can see why that works out the way it does. And if you look at the equity curve as well, you see exactly what those numbers suggest. There's a tiny bit of movement early on. You can see an initial dip where the equity drops, then a quick recovery, and then the line just flattens out completely. From there, the balance stays almost perfectly horizontal for months. No big gains, no big losses, basically no activity. So what does that actually tell us? It tells us that with conservative, sensible parameters, this EA trades extremely rarely. The filters around the news candle and the body size conditions are so strict that it mostly sits on its hands. In that configuration, you don't get the exciting grid recovery sequences the market hints at all. You also don't get meaningful growth on your capital. You just get a robot that wakes up once in a while, takes a tiny trade, and then goes back to sleep. Okay, so that's where the tension is between the developer's claim and what you're likely to experience in a realistic setup. If you keep the risk low, use modest position sizes, keep the grid small or even disabled, and stick to only the cleanest high impact events, you avoid the horror stories, but you also get almost no performance. If you want more action, you have to loosen the filters, trade more news types, allow more pairs, enable the grid with a higher loss multiplier, maybe tighten the reopen distance. And that's where the risk profile changes dramatically. Alright, so we have that. So in practice, if you run it ultra conservative, it's basically a low frequency signal tool that might not justify the capital or risks. If you open it up to get more trades, you're accepting that the view edge is coming from averaging down and increasing size into volatility, and that carries real tail risks. Honestly, that doesn't make it bad by default, but it's not the plug and play institutional engine the marketing copy wants you to believe it is. So it's for traders who already understand news trading and are comfortable with the idea of grids and mild martingale logic. However, if you're trading a profile account with tight daily drawdown limits, this style of EA can be dangerous once you enable the grid. Alright, if you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button, it really helps the channel. Subscribe if you want more no-nonsense EA reviews like this, and let me know in the comments which robot you'd like me to test next, especially if there's another news trader you're curious about. And don't forget, if you want to experiment with algo trading yourself, you can grab that free MT4 and MT5 Forex robot with built-in indicators and candlestick patterns. Is the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.